How about now? No audio. Okay, so let me repeat that. So, hey guys, welcome to the live stream. As you're coming in, let me know how it sounds and let me know how the video looks on the YouTube side. Like I was saying before, you guys couldn't hear me. Before you were, audioless. I was saying it looks dark on the YouTube side, but as I look into my software, it looks like it's, lit up well. So if you guys can hear me, if you guys can see me and it doesn't look too dark, let me know. So just in case I need to switch anything, maybe just move a light or something like that. Yeah. Okay. So as you guys are coming in, just please be sure to give this video a like, a thumbs up, and share it out for me if you can. And I really appreciate it. And I just, this video is really just intended so we can talk a little bit. And I just dropped a video. Was it yesterday? I honestly have my days mixed up. So I just dropped a video yesterday, and it was on the Schwab investor card, and I kind of wanted to piggyback off of that video. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure to check it out after this live stream, and share the video as well. I really would appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm almost there. I'm about like 868 or something like that. But yeah, I'd really appreciate the help, guys. But anyways, so I wanted to piggyback off of that and kind of talk about investing and like what kind of investing are you guys interested in? Do you guys have any personal investments? Do you have any type of let's say long-term assets that are appreciating over time, And so if you do, feel free to drop it in the comments and let me know. But I wanted to kind of piggyback off of that investing video, because I feel like it's something that's important. Everyone gets tired of running this rat race, every day. It's like we're constantly grinding to make money, and it's just this vicious cycle, but we literally almost get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, so, obviously, like, I wanted to talk about specific types of investments and kind of just give you guys, hit you guys with a little bit of numbers as well. And, I'm plan on doing a series on real estate as well, because on top of myself having my own little business, I say it's little because to me it's little. It's a little business, but I make solid money off of it. But I also have a real estate license in Texas now, because that's where I'm at. So I have a real estate license, and so I know my fair share of real estate and how to get wealth, through real estate as well. So who is it? Graham Stephan. He's not the only one that knows, just saying. And I'm not throwing shade, just saying, like, there's other people, there's plenty of people out here that know what they're doing. And, I just wanted to get into that. So, I'm going to go down to the chats and see what everyone is saying. I'm going to give some shout outs. So, how to get an 800 credit score. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you for showing up. Janelle, thank you for stopping by. Supreme Deals, thank you for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. Mr. Chocolatazo, how you doing, bro? That's my guy right there. What's up, brother? Let's see who else is in here. Dolly, how are you? I appreciate you for stopping by. Nate and Jess, how are you? I'm going to go over all of the shout outs first as you guys are coming in, and then I'm going to go through the comments and let's see what you guys have to say. My video is tripping, really. Okay. So we'll figure that out here in a bit. It's probably... Oh, I see that. Actually, now I do. I don't know. It could be dropped frames. Huh. Okay, hold on one second. That's definitely my... Okay. Let's see. Hold on one second, guys, so I can see what's going on. Um, is it all good? Is it all good? If not, then what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to restart the stream. And yeah, so if you guys can let me know if there's anything going on. I see that it's saying like on my streaming software that it is saying that it dropped something like 12% of the stream, like by a few frames or something like that. So I had to open up a setting and yeah, just let me know what's going on. Okay, so everyone's saying I'm good. So let me go ahead and finish my shout outs. Pink Lady Barber, how you doing? Who else is in here? Sammy Ademi, hello from Chicago. What's up, brother? That's my guy too, Sammy. You're a Chi-Town native. I'm always, more on the side of Chi-Town people because, those are my people. But yeah, what's up, Sammy? I appreciate you for stopping by. David Amex King, what's up, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go back through the chats, and I have my laptop down here so I can see the chats a lot faster because on YouTube it takes a while, and my screen is like way over there. And with age, you start to lose your vision, and I don't want to strain my eyes with all that junk. Anyways, not saying I'm getting, well, we're all getting old, but yeah. Let's see. Okay, so let's see, what's up, guys? What's up? I see a lot of what's up, everyone. Are you from Cali? She's asking Mr. Choco. Let's see. So Supreme Dale's saying he has a Roth IRA, high yield savings account, and a 401k. Okay, that's awesome. How to get an 800 credit score is saying, I hear that Robinhood made a comeback, a cash management account. Interesting. So how to get an 800 credit score? Let me know in the chats what the details are of that, because I knew that they were talking about that they might be in trouble after Schwab and who else was it? Was it Fidelity and E-Trade? I think they all went to zero, trading fees or whatever. I knew that Robinhood was in some kind of trouble, but yeah, other than that, I wasn't exactly sure. I haven't followed it much. I didn't know anything about a cash management account, so that's interesting. Okay, so Nate and Jess, okay, awesome. You guys have a REIT. That's pretty cool. Okay, so real estate investment trust. That's awesome. Let's see who else is out there doing good. Okay, see a lot of talking back and forth. Okay. Can't stay but dropping a like. Okay, so far, yes, you're good. Okay, you're good now. All right. Travel and Invest, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. So guys, I wanted to get into investing, and so I wanted to just drop some numbers on you guys a little bit. So obviously, if you have a savings account, more than likely you're probably getting about 1% return on the amount of money that you're saving, right? So if you think about it, you put $1,000, you're getting $100 back. You put $10,000, you're getting, $1,000 back. If you put $1 million, you're probably getting, what, 10,000 back. Is that 1% of a million? Might be. Off the top of my head, I'm just like losing my mind a little bit. The Helpful Entrepreneur, thank you for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. So everyone in here, it seems like we have a solid group going on right now. Have about 10 likes. So if you are coming in, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it again. Like I said, so if you are if you have a regular savings account, you're looking at, through a bank, you're looking at about 1% return, right, on your savings. Okay. If you have money just stored away in, just let's just say you have like an envelope somewhere and you just start throwing money away, and you're, well, not away, throwing it, like literally throwing it away, but you have money that you're just putting away into like some type of sock drawer or something like that, right? You're getting zero return on that money, right? And then on top of that, if you think about it, with the way the world is working now and the way everything appreciates, well, the cost of living continues to rise, right? And I don't know what it's gone up to in the last maybe 2 years, but I know it's been a significant amount. And so if you think about it, you're actually going to be losing money if you're just storing money away in, a pillowcase or something like that, let's just say, right? And then you're not really, like, that 1% that you're earning in a savings account, you're not really earning anything, right? And then on top of that, if you decide that you want to throw money into the stock market, I mean, especially now, everyone's like preparing for a recession, right? So if you're trying to get into real estate, or not into real estate investing now, but if you're trying to get into investing now, you're looking at a volatile market right now, especially, right? So even if you were to put money away in something safe, like something that follows the S&P 500, like you're not really looking at making anything, in those first couple of years, because that's going to be a down market. And then you have to wait for it to go back up in order just to recover those funds that you've already put into that investment, And so, on top of that, okay, so hold on one second. I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to hit these, so how to get an 800 credit score said, I would like to share one of your videos on my channel. Which one would you recommend? Honestly, I'd probably go with my Experian Boost update video, or the most recent one. Just because I feel like that one makes more sense to start people off on the right foot in terms of credit cards, points and miles, or anything like that. And also helping them get into investing with the Schwab Investor Card. It also puts people on game with the Schwab debit card, because that gives you rebates on your ATM fees. So I like that. And it puts people in, it puts them in the right direction in terms of like thinking about the future, right? Because Schwab offers so many different products that they have, right? Or even services, whatever it is. And, it gets people's minds thinking, okay, like they say, even like as soon as you log in to your account, for one, you're going to be logged into your brokerage account. And then on top of that, you can transfer, or you can manage between the two. So your checking account, your high yield investor checking account, and the brokerage account. And obviously they want you to have both. And that's going to cause people to think a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to have you thinking. You're going to look over on the up at the top. It's going to say the products we offer. And it's going to get people's wheels turning. Like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Because not very many people are educated in terms of just in terms like financial education. No one really has that. Like, well, at least I feel that, unless they're in the, top 5, 10, 15% of the world. If they're a millionaire, they're probably knowledgeable on financial education, just because they're trying to keep that, that wealth, or, just they're trying to be comfortable. And so I would suggest one of those videos. Let's see. So I'm going to come down here. So Nate and Jess say REITs usually always pay a good dividend for passive income. Yes, I agree. Navy Fed pays a good 3.5 interest on their 12-month CD. Yeah, I was going to bring up CDs as well. But the thing is the thing with CDs is that money is literally stored away for a full 12 months. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem I have with CDs. So when you put money into a CD, they're going to promise you, whatever interest rate, on your return. And you could literally have, so say you put 10,000, in there, and you're getting a 3.5 interest rate on top of that 10,000. Well, you could easily put 10,000 into something else and have that money working for you instead of it just sitting there accruing interest. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just, that's my take on it. I'd rather have my money continuously working for me instead of being lazy inside a CD, because it's literally just sitting there sleeping. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on it. But yeah, I mean, it's still a decent return. I do not knock that, but I just have a thing about CDs in general. And they're saying, and we'll pay out interest monthly in a check unless you choose to reinvest. Oh, okay. That's cool. So we've got some people talking. Okay. So Travel and Invest saying I prefer buying individual stocks myself. Okay. Travel and Invest, what kind of stocks would you prefer to buy? I know one stock that I'm probably late on it, and I'm more than likely late, but I'm investing in marijuana stocks, and I have a feeling we're going to see a legalization boom coming pretty soon. So I may be late, I may be early compared to most people, but I'm late compared to others as well. So who knows? But that's where some of my money has gone. So I'm just, I think, yeah, I think it's a solid investment. Visa, Apple, Tesla. Okay, cool. So let's see. I'm gonna keep it rolling. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get to all of your, uh, all of your. I see some talking. All right. With the government printing so much money, devaluing the dollar. Yep. And that's the reason why I don't like. This is Nate and Jess. Revaluing the dollar, you have to invest in assets to hedge. Yep. That's why real estate and other assets keep rising. Yep. That's 100%. I believe that. Let's see. How to invest. I shared your latest video on my channel. How do you feel about monthly dividend stocks? I actually haven't had any experience with monthly dividend stocks. So I'm not going to sit here and try to, you know, blow smoke up anyone's ass. I'm sorry to put it that way, but I'm just being frank. And I just, I don't know 100%. I've never experienced anything with them. I have never really looked at them. I had a friend though who did that, and I never bothered asking questions about that. So I mean, if you would like to share some on the chats, I mean, by all means. And I mean, obviously you're gonna get credit, 800 credit. So just let me know. So the helpful entrepreneur is saying, so true, lack of financial education. Yes. And it's sad because they don't teach this stuff in schools, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was going through high school, now it's crazy. My nephew's about to graduate from high school. Well, I have two nephews that are about to graduate from high school. One is going to the Marines, so he'll be going to San Diego this summer, I believe. And then one is going to a college here in Texas. I believe it's Texas A&M. So, anyways, yeah, so it's crazy because they're both in financial education courses, and I remember when I was in high school, they did not offer any of that in high school, right? Well, at least I never had access to it, and they have those now. The only thing is our parents, I think you should make your kid take financial education courses. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be a standard, especially nowadays, because the way Dave Ramsey talks, he's like, everyone's in credit card debt or whatever it is, whatever, but I think it helps people manage their finances or be a little bit more careful with how they use their money. And so yeah, let's see. D. Anderson, what's up, brother? He said, greetings and respect to everyone. What's good, brother? And okay, what's up, bro? I appreciate you for stopping by. So, Mr. Chocolatazo says, you can make so much money on that 10K for 12 months. Yes, yes. And, that 10K could easily get you, that could be a down payment on a income property, in my opinion. And, that's going to make you some money right there. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to try to keep it rolling. Okay, so the helpful entrepreneur saying already legal here in Canada. Yeah, I was looking at some Canadian companies and decided to go with one that's out in California, and my sister actually put me onto that. So she's made quite a bit of return on it, and she was like, "Hey, here's an opportunity. Do you want it?" I said, "Sure. Here's some money. Go get it for me." Yeah. So it's nice. It would be nice if it was legal everywhere. I know in Chicago it's going to be becoming legal in January of 2020. So I'm hoping for that because I have a ton of family that are out there, and you know I just want to keep creating new lines of income, right? And so new streams, basically. So yeah, I'm thinking about trying to get into that as well. My sister has a ton of California connections, especially with these investments in the marijuana stocks that she's with and the companies, because she's very hands-on, especially with one of the companies. So yeah, that's about as far as I'm able to tell you guys right now. Yeah. So let's see. I gotta keep rolling back down here. So Nate and Jess say. So Mr. Choco. How am I not getting it? Because I just said it right the first time. Mr. Chocolotazo. The helpful entrepreneur is saying that marijuana is legal in Canada now. So, and that's true because a lot of really good marijuana stock has come from Canada lately. And it was actually probably like a lot of people were starting to invest in the Canadian brands first. And then, that more people are starting to jump onto the California, it's a little California Cali weed thing. So yeah, but let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to catch up, guys. Okay, so Nate and Jess, school doesn't teach anything about money. Financial education should be a mandatory requirement with an internship. Yeah, I agree. You know what's so back when I actually had a job, and I was actually working for someone, they did random credit checks, for the company that I worked for, and if you were mismanaging your credit and you had a crappy credit score, they would tell you, look, you have 6 months to get your credit score back up and to fix this because you can't work here if your credit score is not, like it's bad practice, especially if you were in a upper level management position. Then it was like a requirement. Like if your credit was below like 730, 725 or anything like that, you were put on a probationary period where you had 6 months to fix your credit. And if it was not fixed, then they let you go. So, yeah. So I agree. It should be an internship, to be honest. Travel and Invest saying the best investment I ever made was a rental property in 2009, and that's where I wanted to head, Travel and Invest. I feel that the best return that you're going to ever get is real estate, because, and hear me out, because especially now, because a lot of the baby boomers are going away, right? Like, I think, what was the number I saw? I'm trying to think of the number. Um, so baby boomers are going to be around 65. The first baby boomer hit 50 in 2001. So they're going to be somewhere around the late 60s right now. And they make up most of the population of home ownership. Okay. And Generation X, obviously we learned from, well, I'm not even included in Generation X, which is ridiculous. So, Generation X was like 1965 to 1980. I'm an 80s baby, but I'm a millennial, so, or Gen Z, whatever you call them. And you know, if you're investing in real estate and millennials like to have the freedom to move wherever they want. They like having that freedom. They see that as convenience. And what do you do for convenience? You pay for convenience. So obviously, when you're renting out spaces and, no matter what, like, you're always going to have someone who is going to want to rent your place. That's just my take on it. And majority are going to be those young professionals, those millennials that are looking for convenience or looking for something just nice in general, right? So I always feel like, you could get upwards of maybe 150% return and continuously be getting, a monthly check in the mail through real estate investing. So that's my opinion, and I feel like that is probably the safest investment that you could ever make. And that's because even if the real estate market does not move, you can still, let's say it just holds, right? And your property doesn't appreciate, right? You can, if you're able to sell it for what you got it for, guess what? You just hit zero, right? Like you evened out, right? You didn't lose anything, you didn't gain anything, but at least you're out of the deal. You get what I'm saying? So I think real estate is probably the safest way. If something messes up, at least you'll be able to still recover, some of your funds that you put into the investment. So I just think it's probably the safest investment to make. So let's see. Helpful Entrepreneur going to do a video this week on 5 suggestions on how to increase your financial education. Awesome. Okay, that's awesome, man. Everyone be sure to check that out. Helpful Entrepreneur. He's going to be releasing a video on 5 suggestions on how to increase your financial education. I think that's great. So let's see. Matthew Perry. What's up, Matt? Hey, man, I appreciate you for stopping by, man. So he's saying at this point, you do not want to invest in stocks for the long term. The market is so volatile. Yep, it sure is. With all the zero commissions, it's a day trader's heaven right now. All about the short term. Yes. And, the crazy thing, I still feel like there's a lot of risk in day trading, and that's why I've never really tried it. I mean, obviously, they're trying to persuade people to do that. I think that's the trend right now with the zero commission. Sorry, had a burp. Wasn't trying to burp into the mic. With the zero commission, news that's been coming out, they're trying to make it a day trader's heaven. Yeah, for sure. I agree. So, okay. So, Nice. So Mr. Chocolatazo saying, he's telling the Helpful Entrepreneur that he's working on penny stock on that now. Okay, so he's with the friend doing that. Nice. Travel and invest. When you look at the wealthy, they don't keep the majority of their wealth in checking or saving. That's so true. I agree, 100%. Their wealth is in assets. Yes. Of course. Now, the reason why, okay, so I got into a conversation with someone today about real estate investing, right? And I've even gotten into conversations with family members. I've had some family members that are like, "Hey, what do you think about flipping houses?" And so there's a significant difference between flipping houses and real estate investing. Okay, so let's just clear this up right now. So if you become a house flipper, right? You flip a house, you make it all nice and shiny and shit, and you sell it to someone. Okay, let's say you made $180,000 on that, on top of whatever the sale is, right? So at the end of the year, you now have to report $180,000 worth of capital gains, which means you have to pay taxes on $180,000 of capital gains because the capital gains tax, okay? Now, if you invest in real estate, the great thing is, especially if you invest long term, every year that property is going to depreciate at 27 and a half years, right? Well, at least that's where it is where I'm at, right? So over here. And the great thing about investing here, specifically in Texas, where I'm at, is that there's no state tax, right? So let's say you made 8,000 on one property in a year, right? And I'm just talking like after you've made your mortgage payment, whatever it is, right? So let's just say 8,000, you've cash flowed pretty solid. Now, think about that. Like, yes, you're only making 8,000, but that's $8,000 you didn't have, and that's $8,000 you'll continuously be able to get on a yearly basis, right? As long as you keep that asset. So 27 and a half years, let's say you have a great accountant, okay? And what's going to happen? Someone's going to come, they're going to depreciate your property 27 and a half years. They're going to say, okay, well, since you depreciated by this much, your house is probably worth less. And now you only have to pay taxes on $1,500. Let's just say, I'm just throwing out random numbers, but for this example, so you only have to pay taxes on $1,500. Well, if your CPA is good, right, then what's going to happen is you're only going to have to pay taxes on that $1,500. And then if your CPA is really good, you can defer those taxes and continuously defer the taxes. And you can defer as many times as you would like. There's no way. So you literally can come out with paying zero taxes on your property and solely just get a return. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, like, do you want to pay taxes or do you not want to pay taxes? You know what I'm saying? And with that money that you're getting from this property, you can use it to invest in another property. Obviously, if you're just trying to get your feet wet, you'd probably want a house hack. Okay. So if you don't know what house hacking is, basically, I'll give you the gist of it, and I'll probably end up doing a series over it. I'm more than likely going to end up doing a series of videos explaining house hacking. But house hacking is, you buy your first house, you live in it for a minimum of 2 years, and you move out of it, you buy a different house, and you put that house on the market to rent. You know what I'm saying? You let someone else start paying that mortgage off for you. So that's basically the gist of house hacking, right? Yeah. So I'm going to keep moving. Travel and invest. I came from Canada. People smoking right in front of the police tripped me out. That's pretty cool. So, okay. So he said, Mr. Chocolatazo saying, working on penny stocks on that now. Penny stock on that now. Part owner of a legal farm now. Okay, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So Nate and Jess are saying staggering short-term CDs and high interest savings is good for real estate investors who need to allocate money. Needs to stay liquid for quick access and for use as an emergency fund. Okay, yep. I like, guys, I really like this talk right here. It seems like, it's always nice to talk credit cards, but, something came over me the last couple of weeks, and I just feel like it's important to start preaching like wealth. Let's keep moving. So for whatever reason, your YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain the stream. What? Come on, man. Don't do this. Don't do this, guys. Okay. What's going on? Okay, hold on. Hey guys, is everything good? Everything good? So it's saying something about dropping frames, dropped frames. Okay, let me see. Guys, let me know if I'm okay. It seems that YouTube is not responding to or at least my streaming. Okay, there it goes. It picked back up. Okay, so I got the warning off. Let me know if it's still good or not. I'm not sure what's going on here. So, let's see. So let's see. I'm gonna travel and invest. How true? Still really strange to see people walking around smoking it. Huh, yeah, that's true. I think it'll be some time before it starts becoming a normal thing with marijuana. Let's see. Janelle, the coin alley popped up on Dwayne's comments the other day. Okay. Let's see. With real estate investments, it's so critical to put together a good team built on commitment and trust for success. Property manager, an awesome accountant, contractors, or vendors. Yes, and it's also good to make sure that you have a great lawyer as well. Nate and Jess, you want to make sure you have a great lawyer. And you want to make sure that you have your assets tied up in a solid company. You don't want to have it all under you personally, because then all of a sudden, those assets now become yours instead of your company's, and then you could lose them all. So that's the tricky part right there. Let's see. So how to get an 800 credit score, saying helpful entrepreneur. I just subscribed to your channel. Awesome. Yes, guys, everyone, just trying to help people win here. That's all I'm trying to spread. Let's see. Hire a good accountant if you plan on day trading. Yeah, I definitely don't have any desire to day trade. Let's see. Yeah. Well, so Mr. Chocolatazo was saying it all depends on the deal, keep or flip. Now, for me, when I go into a deal, it's solely to keep, right? So I'm only looking for deals where I can keep. So you have to calculate the numbers, make sure that return on investment is going to be great, and you're going to be able to cash flow that property immediately, right? So I always go into a deal. If I'm going to construct any kind of deal, it's always going to be to keep and add to my assets, right? So to my portfolio of assets. So yeah. So travel and invest, saying I feel long-term stock market investing is another good way to go, as long as you're investing in quality companies that have good balance sheets. You should be solid. Yeah, I agree. And most times, so when you invest in like the mutual funds, index funds, and something that follows the S&P 500, I feel like your money is spread across so many different companies that even if you invest in a damn, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, even if you invest in a volatile market, like your money, like you might see a dip, and most people panic, right? That's the funny thing. Most people panic when they see, oh, well, my stock just did this. Well, eventually, it may not happen overnight, but eventually it's going to come back up, right? You're going to eventually get your money back no matter what. As long as you keep the money in there, it's just let it do its thing, right? And so, yeah, I agree. So let's see. Matthew Perry is saying day trading is definitely risky. Yeah, I wouldn't. I have no desire to day trade at all. Like, it just seems like it's just one huge bag of balls, and so yeah, I just think, he says, if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. Research and use trading simulators for practice. Okay, well, I appreciate that. I'm definitely not going to do it. So I just, I have no desire to be in any type of individual stocks, unless, I'm going to throw a couple million in there, and seeing how I'm not going to throw a couple million in one of those high end companies, yeah, just not going to do it. So let's see. I want to keep it rolling. Pink Lady Barber, that's good. Glad. Okay. Travel and Invest is saying the problem is people invest in stocks that are overhyped and speculative with terrible balance sheets. Yes, I definitely agree with that for sure. So Nate and Jess is saying with rental properties there are a ton of write-offs. It's crazy. Yes, and you know, there's so many tax benefits when you get into real estate investing that I mean, it's almost criminal. And it's crazy to think that this stuff is not illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first learned about all the different tricks that real estate investors do and how they keep their money and literally pay almost no taxes whatsoever, I was like, this has to be like, where's the FBI? Like, so who's teaching this shit? You know, like it's crazy. Like you would think like, okay, there's got to be some type of fraud going on here, but it's crazy. It's legal. It's legal. So it's amazing how that's even possible. So I'm not sure if you guys are seeing any crazy shit going on right now, guys, but it's saying I'm getting the error message again. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So if you guys are experiencing any buffering, I apologize. I'm not sure what's going on. My internet connection is good. It even says it right there. Connection is good. So, yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's saying my stream health is good. So not sure what's going on. Yeah. But yeah, so let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let me see. Okay, so Pink Lady is saying, I will be house hacking this spring. Awesome, Pink Lady Barber. I think that's probably the best way to go. If you're trying to get yourself into that financial wealth, get out of that 9 to 5 and be able to quit your job. Just have that extra stream of income. I think it's great. Yeah. Yeah, guys, for whatever reason, I'm not sure what's going on. My stream health is good, and for whatever reason, it's saying, I'm getting some error message from YouTube right now. Yeah. So let's see. So, Patricia, hi Jay. Hey, how are you? I appreciate you for coming into the stream. Hopefully it does okay. Let's see. So, man, you got to tell me how to say your name. Hate Nas? You got to let me know. He says, Flash, I have a question. North side or south side? Man. So, I mean, you see this sign right here, right? Now, so I have to say north side, man. So, I have, if what I think you're talking about is Chi-Town, right? So, a lot of my family's out in the suburbs now. They've moved from the city, and they're all in the suburbs. They're out in Schaumburg. They're out in Elgin, and places like that, out in Arlington Heights, and so yeah, everyone's out there in the all on the outskirts and the suburbs now. So yeah, man, I hope you don't use that against me. Yeah, so let's see. So who won CSR or the MX Platinum? Every single property is its own company. Yes. And that was the other thing. So Mr. Chocolatazo saying that every single property in its own company. And that brings me to my next point that I wanted to make about real estate investing and LLCs, right? So obviously when you start getting into real estate investing, it's like a business. It becomes a business, right? So you want to make sure that you are putting each of your assets in its own LLC. Now, In order to do that, you want to create a series LLC. Now, most people don't know about series LLCs, but the series LLC is basically, it's a lot easier on your accountant to do all the accounting at the end of the year, right? Just because basically you have one parent LLC and then it's like a child series that you're able to connect to it, right? And you put each individual asset into those series, right? And the great thing about the SLLC is that it basically makes you bulletproof, right? So there's really no, like, in case you were to get sued or anything like that, they like the lawsuit is over before it pretty much even starts, right? Once the attorney finds out it's an SLLC, it's pretty much over, right? And so yeah, that's what I wanted to, for a long time. Okay, so Nate and Jess even said it right here. At the very least, get a good umbrella policy for liability coverage. So that's basically what the SLLC is, right? So the Series LLC is, like I said, it's like an umbrella, right? So all of those smaller LLCs are underneath that umbrella, right? And basically all those assets are very well protected, and they're pretty much bulletproof. With the LLC, yeah, it's pretty good, but there's still ways to penetrate that system, right? Like someone could still get through there and still attack your company. You know what I'm saying? So I always think that series LLCs are much better to create than a regular standard LLC when it comes to real estate investing. So let's see. Reckless Rican, he's saying, yo, Flash, sup? What's up, brother? I appreciate you stopping by. I know I'm behind on the comments, guys. I'm behind big time. So I'm going to start rolling. The best stock is the one you create to sell. Yep, I agree. Mr. Choco, I agree. Reckless Rican saying everything looks fine. Everyone's saying looks fine. Okay. Damn, everybody's saying I look fine. Okay, what's up, y'all? Shit. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Swear. Great stream, busy day tomorrow. Same. Got to get up early. Yeah. I worked late, wake up early, work early too. So, yeah, but guys, I had this stuff going on, and, I wanted to get this out there, man. So, Nate and Jess saying house hacking is a great way to break into the real estate game. Yeah, I 100% agree. That's basically what I did. That was my first thing, and then my second one was really good deal. And then let's see. So Mr. Choco saying, call it what it is. They left the hood. Man, I grew up poor. So yeah, to say the least, we've all left the hood. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So Matthew Perry, let's see. Okay. Lil John, anybody know? What do y'all know about that? No, I'm just kidding. Most people probably do. See, everybody acts proper, but you throw a couple drinks in them, then everyone will act their real self. You throw a little alcohol in there. Anyways, let's move on. So Mr. Chocolatazo saying, I have a question. If you have a family, which card will you recommend, CSR or the Amex Platinum? If you have a family, I recommend the CSR. And I say that because so Reckless Rican, who doesn't understand? El Cis? No entiendo. So Matthew, he's saying Matthew is low key. He's an Amex man. Yeah, I think Matt is more favorable on the Amex side, but I think if you have a family, it's CSR all day, just because most times you're gonna take your family to eat, right? And then if you're going to travel, you're gonna take your family traveling, right? And there you're going to get that $300 travel credit. You don't have to worry about trying to get, the Uber credit and all that stuff. I think that's just my opinion. I think the CSR is 100 times better if you have a family, right? Now, if you're single and you're bacheloring it up and you're traveling places and, you know, that's just, oh, come on. Reckless Rican, you're tripping, man. No, no. Guys, I'm timing Reckless Rican out. I'm just letting y'all know for 30 seconds. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm not timing you out. Uh, oh, man. Yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with growing up poor, man. I think growing up poor, it makes you hustle a little harder. And, when you fall on hard times, it's not necessarily a challenge, so to speak. You're like, oh, well, at least I'm not dead. Let's keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's the difference between someone who grows up, a little with less than, you know what I'm saying, compared to other kids who might have more, like the like the trust fund kids, so to speak, I guess, yeah. So we take challenges a lot easier, challenges that come across in life. I feel like it's a lot easier to deal with. But Reckless Rican is saying, Green Bay Packers. Come on, man. You live in Green Bay? Now I live in Green Bay? Come on, man. Stop. You got to stop. You got to move out of Wisconsin? You must make everything with cheese, huh? Like Reckless Rican making fajitas with cheese in them and, all kinds of shit. So come on, Reckless. You got it. Come on. Yes, I agree. Mr. Chocolate Thousand saying growing up poor builds character. Yeah, it does. Yeah. So Matthew is rebuttaling to Reckless Rican saying, I'm an Amex man. Might make a change now. Keyword might. So Matthew, you said you're going to make a change. You probably should. And I hope you're not over 5 or at 524, man, because then you're screwed. Otherwise, I think your change is going to be towards city, and ooh, yeah. Once you feel the power of the Chase trifecta, you might change. Yeah, I agree. That's definitely a contributing factor to why people like Chase so much, and yeah. So yeah. I think so. So I know Matthew is married. Matt, I'm not sure. Do you have any kids? Now, for me, I have my daughter. As a matter of fact, her birthday is on October 21st. So she'll be turning 1 year old. 1 year old. And it's crazy to think that I have a 1 year old now. But yeah, so, but if I... Man, I wish I had one with me. I'd throw it at the camera. Choco. Oh, man, I wish I had one. I'd definitely throw it at the camera and hope that it flies through the screen and smacks his ass in the face. Yeah, but yeah, you definitely feel the difference, right? So I know I like my gold card, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep it long term, just because the way lately American Express has kind of been acting with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, okay. So Matt, Matt, I mean, hey, he says he has a daughter. She's 2. Okay. Hey, you guys are making me laugh, yo. Oh man. Yeah, so yeah, in my opinion, I think it's much better. Otherwise you're gonna be stuck paying that 550 annual fee, and I mean, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get 1 point. You're gonna get 1 point on the on your regular spending. Unless, I mean, Matt, if you travel a lot, then sure. I mean, take it. If the CSR was like like the JP Morgan Reserve, I'd apply for the CSR, right? Or I'd upgrade to it. But yeah, I'm not 100% yet on everything. I know for sure here pretty soon. Let me see, before November 16th. So I have to apply for the investor card by at least the 15th of November in order to get that $200 bonus for, for spending 2,000 in the first 3 months, which is, I mean, that's nothing. Like my expenses on a monthly basis come out to over that. So so yeah, but I definitely am going to do, like I said in my previous live streams, I'm going to do an Apparama. I'm going to apply for the World of Hyatt card and this, the investor card, and try to get two bonuses. And that's basically what I'm planning on doing. So yeah. Okay. So let's see. Janelle saying I wrote it on the calendar. Okay, appreciate it, Janelle. Thank you. You'll be going in by yourself to the Centurion or pay 30 for the rest of your party, huh? Yeah, as much as I like the platinum card, I just don't do enough flying to be able to get maximum value. And that was another reason why I released the video about the investor card, because so many people, they see someone saying, hey, you can get into investing this way, do the Charles Schwab thing, and then on top of that, go get the Schwab Platinum card, and that's a free $500. But if you're going to put it to investing, you just paid $550, so it's a $50 annual fee that you just paid. $550 annual fee. If you count the bonus once you cash it out and put it into your Schwab brokerage account, that's $500 into your brokerage account, right? But in terms of that, like, what else are you going to do with the card? You know what I'm saying? So the more logical, reasonable thing to do is to pay no annual fee, get $200 on top of the self referral bonus of that $100. So you get $300 and put it into your Schwab brokerage account. Screw going for the Schwab Platinum and all that stuff. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have a platinum card. I definitely want to get a platinum card at some point, but my spending habits just don't fall in line with me having a platinum card. Everyone's situations are different, and some people get the platinum card just so they can say they have the platinum card and don't fly at all. I remember I went to a Astros Cubs game, right? And I was sitting in in the club area, and the club, they have like their own little separate, so if you ever go to games, try to sit in the club, because otherwise you're gonna eat the crap that they sell in the regular concessions. But I saw one guy just pull out a platinum card and was like, pfft, right? But he looked younger than me, right? And he was with the girl, so obviously he was probably just trying to whip it out and impress her or whatever. And yeah, so I mean, he got one point for every dollar he spent there. So good for you, guy. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't fall in line with my spending. So that's why I don't really think about getting it as often as I used to. Because before, I definitely wanted to get it, and that's just not the case anymore. Let's see. So Nate and Jess saying, for me, it was more of a rural poor eating government cheese and kick cereal, but it did get better later on in teenage years. Okay, yeah. Well, my mom is on the 16th and my daughter's on the 23rd. Okay, awesome. Well, a happy early birthday to them both, Janelle. Let's see. Frugal, okay. It doesn't matter how you started. It's where you come from today forward, right? Yep, 100%. So, I wish I had one of those, what is it? Those, damn it. The DJ horns. There is a tech sighting in here. So Tech Travel Explore Click is in the chats. Everyone do your best job to throw some shade at Tech. No, I'm kidding. No, everyone just say what's up to Tech. He's out in Colombia. Hey. Hi, papi. Que chulo, papi. So let's make him feel at home. What's up, Tech? I appreciate you for jumping in. I know let me see. I've been on here. Oh, I've been on here for an hour. Shit. I didn't know I've been on here that long. Yeah. So let's see. Flashpoint. If she knows credit cards, she knows he is dumb, and that will be, oh yeah, for sure. 100%. I like using Fidelity with the Fidelity card, $100 bonus and 2% on all. Okay, yeah, that's nice. That's nice, which is directly deposited into your brokerage account. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds actually 2% is better than 1.5. That's for sure. Uh, the only thing is how do you like uh trading or just, investing with Fidelity? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know about that, Matt. Because that, I mean, that is solid right there. I mean, you're not doing anything wrong there for sure. I don't know. I've had my Schwab account for a while, and so, yeah. Hey, Tech, we're speaking a little Spanish for you, Tech. So yeah, man. I appreciate you for I appreciate you for stopping by, man. Uh okay, so let's see what's up. Okay, so everyone. Okay, so I wanted to get back into the real estate investing. So um let's talk about uh let's see. What do you guys think? Whoa, what happened to my chats? Reckless Regan. Oh, oh man. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. All right, you guys. I gotta stop. I gotta stop reading the chats. Okay, I gotta stop reading the chats. So what do you guys think? Like, if you were gonna get into real estate investing, how would you guys get into it? Would you house hack? Would you try to pull money out of your current house that you own, so you can get a HELOC, home equity line of credit. Basically, what you can do is you can get a line of credit pulled out off of your refinancing terms for your current home, right? And then you can use that money towards investing. And what do you guys think about that? So, Hurdy-gurdy podcast. Hit that like button. Yes, everyone hit the like button. Yes, I have 12 people in here. I have 17 likes. That's not enough. That's not enough. Uh, I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers, guys. So if you're not subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers by November 8th. Yeah. And the reason why is because I started my channel on November 8th. I monetized it on November 8th. And I didn't post my first video until like January 1st. So yeah, so I literally gave myself like 10 months to get, to the 1,000. And I didn't think, actually, I didn't even think I'd be here. Um, yeah, I didn't even think I'd be here at like 800 and something subscribers. But yeah, I'm still grateful for that. Let's see. So, Hurdy-gurdy saying back to Atlantic City for 14th to 16th and off to Chicago for the Chicago seminars. Will you be there? Oh, okay. So he's talking to Travel Explorer Click. So, one thing. Okay. So that's one thing. That's another thing that came up today. So, Mr. Chocolatazo saying, what is your opinion on investing with credit cards on real estate? Now, I think, so I like to refer to, anything that you have, like any lines of credit that you have available to you as like weapons, right? To use, that's why I always, like, in some of my previous videos, I always talk about, like, it's great to add these cards to your arsenal of cards, right? So I consider any new line of credit that I've been able to get approved for. I consider that a new weapon added to my arsenal of available credit, something that I can leverage, right? So I'm a firm believer that you should leverage your credit, because what's the worst that can happen? Like, you literally have nothing to lose, right? So credit can always be restored, repaired, and then you can, start back up. Like, it's not the end of the world, right? Like, you didn't die, nothing happened. Like, all the computer screens didn't go crazy like people Y2K, right? Like, Will Smith's album didn't drop, right? Like, come on, like Millennium, like, let's go there that far. Okay, Prince wasn't talking about we're gonna party like it's 1999, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I think it's a logical thing to do, to use your credit cards to get into the game. You can use literally your credit cards to put for a down payment on a mortgage. And the one thing people don't know is that if you are personally going to apply for mortgages, right, or personally apply for anything like that, so if you're not doing it through an LLC or a series LLC or a corporation, anything like that, you get 10, you're allowed 10 mortgages to yourself, right? And if you have a partner, they're allowed 10. So at best, you could get 20 properties that you'd be able to turn into investment properties, right? But if you do it under an LLC, under a company, you can do it an unlimited amount of times, right? You can do it as much as you like. But the great thing that people don't understand is that they can leverage their own credit and utilize their own credit cards. So, you know, I'm going to reference, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. He talks about, how he was poor and everything like that. And he was on his last leg, couldn't buy a bag of weenies, whatever it is, right? And he maxed out his credit cards to invest in real estate. Now, I'm not saying max out all your credit cards and invest in real estate, but you could use that for down payment towards a mortgage and turn it into an investment property. You get what I'm saying? And as long as you're able to, as long as you take the right steps and you're able to, you're able to get someone into that property, you're able to pay off the credit card, right? Think about that. You're getting points and miles. You're getting generational wealth, or at least you're on the way to generational wealth, because once you get your first property, you're going to want to get another. You're going to want to get another. And that's just going to be a nice little cycle to follow. And I think it's a logical thing. Most people are afraid to take those kinds of risks. But I think it's a risk worth taking if you want to get out of this, so-called rat race, out of the 9 to 5 hustle that you get on a regular basis. Think about it. Use one of your travel cards and get points for your down payment on your mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Get into the real estate game, and you won't regret it. That's for sure. You will not regret it whatsoever. Like I said, I'll most likely be doing a series here pretty soon on house hacking, and I'll go over the details. It's going to entail a lot of things, so it's going to be... I'll probably call it the house hacking series. And so, if you guys don't know what it is, Google it, figure it out. Also, do you guys know the Burr strategy, right? Okay. So I'm going to tell you guys, do some homework. Burr, BRRR. Is it 3 R's, 4 R's? Yeah, something like that. Okay. So, we'll get into everything when I start the series. Okay. So, yeah. So, let's see. So, easiest way, in my opinion, is to house hack, or to do what Jess and I did, is buy a single family as primary resident loan, then later rent it out and buy another primary resident home loan. Yeah. Nate and Jess, you guys definitely are spot on with that. That is definitely the easiest way. The thing is, though, is that some people, like, the way, how am I trying to word this? So the way that most people's thought process is that they're afraid that they're not going to be able to rent the property out, right? Or they're afraid of becoming landlords because they don't want to get one of those really bad tenants, that's going to wreck the place. Because you think about it, like that is possible, but it's always important to follow the processes of how to become a landlord. You want to make sure you screen all of your tenants, make sure they have 3 months worth of rent, available. And, obviously you want to do background checks, everything like that, which is great. Check credit scores and, talk to a previous landlord. Did they, the main question I come across whenever, if I was ever, if I'm renting out a property is, call the previous landlord and ask, did you give them their deposit back? And if the answer is yes, then obviously that's someone that you want to rent your place, because that means that they took really good care of the previous property that they lived in. If the answer is no, then you obviously ask, well, why not? What went wrong? What did you guys have to repair? It's a process, but you definitely want to make sure that you're asking the right questions, you're doing the right necessary steps in terms of all of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree. So Mr. Chocolatazo saying people are so proud of their 800 FICO, but what are you doing with that? Exactly. I 100% agree with that, Mr. Chocolatazo. I 100% agree. Most people are afraid to use their credit. They're like, oh, it took me so long to build it up. Like, use it. It's a weapon. Use it to your advantage. Gain generational wealth. Like, don't be afraid. The time is now. Step on the gas and go, everyone. Let's go. Like I said in my last live stream, I was talking about hustle and motivate. This is it right here. This is what we're doing. Like, step on the gas. Start looking at trying to get long-term wealth. Get out of this 9 to 5. Again, come on. I mean, what is there what do you have to lose right now? You know what I'm saying? What you're gonna get a bad credit score. You're gonna have to foreclose on something, but guess what? Your credit score is gonna be able to get recovered. They have people that fix credit that get all this crap taken off your credit report, right? And you'll literally just have to be starting right back to where you were. Who cares? Use it. You have nothing to lose. I'm not saying go be irresponsible and, be dumb, all that stuff. But think about, okay, so let's see this. Think about people who buy shoes, right? Now, if you're buying shoes every week, every, 3-4 times a month, whatever it is, let's say they're spending over $3,000-$4,000 in a year on shoes, right? And that's obviously for the sneakerhead or and I'm not talking about people that buy shoes and flip them and all that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that legit just buy the shoes and keep them, right? They hold on to them. They hold on to them. And I've come across many people like that. But that's a lot of money, that you're spending on shoes. When $4,000 in 1 year, if that's what you're going to spend, throw it in some type of investment. Put it on put it towards like a down payment on a property, right? Those shoes are always going to be there. Well, probably won't always be there because, they make those limited editions and they're hard to get, all that stuff. I understand, but I'd rather miss out on a fresh pair of shoes and know that this money is going towards long-term wealth rather than being able to look good just because I'm stepping out, on Sunday fun day or, anything like that. Like, screw that. I don't care too much about impressing people. Like, I will literally go to like one of these bougie restaurants and some flip flops and, whatever, on a Sunday afternoon and eat on the patio. I don't care, so it's like, who cares? So many people are trying to keep up with the Joneses, but the Joneses got too much damn money for you. You can't keep up with them. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's like all these young professionals. It's like, I want to drink wine. I want to have my charcuterie, I want to eat some cheese and no, you're not there yet. So I'm just saying, come on guys. I'm out. I'm tired. Bubble bath time. Oh, come on, man. See, I appreciate it. Please smack it. That like button. Okay. Reckless Rican said that he's taking a bubble bath. Um, I would imagine he's wearing a Aaron Rodgers jersey while he's taking that bubble bath. Let me know, Reckless Rican. You better not be posting stuff like that on like Snapchat or something like with your Aaron Rodgers in a bubble bath. I could just imagine that. Let's see. Let's see. You can buy a fourplex with credit cards. Yes. Fix it with credit cards. Yes. And pay it with the rent. Yep. 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 So, I had a friend just recently. He actually invested in a fourplex. He lived in one of the units, right? And he rented out the other three units. Now, the rent from those three units not only paid the mortgage for those for the fourplex, but it also paid his rent. So he was living there rent free. They paid all his expenses and everything like that, and he was still able to pay the mortgage. So I think that's awesome. Another thing is that if you're looking at something that's over 4 units, you need to understand that you're going into commercial property after that. So anything that's over 4 units, so like a fourplex obviously is going to be the most that you could have on a single piece of land or whatever, right? Now, if you have anything more than that, it's going to be commercial property, and then that's a little different. But again, it's always better to do something like that, right? Like that's probably like the best house hack that I've ever seen was him get a fourplex and live in one of the units. I think that was probably the best thing. And so since then, he's moved out of it, and he now rents out all 4 units, and he has a pretty solid place. And just that money that he gets from the fourplex, he put into another fourplex, and yeah, so now that's kind of his thing. He looks for something where, so obviously single family properties, I feel like they're not probably what you want to put a lot of effort into. So now that's probably where you want to start, just so you can have an idea. But long term, you want to think about multifamily properties. So you probably want to look at, like I said, the fourplex, or even start looking into the smaller unit, smaller number of units in terms of like apartments, right? So you never so obviously they're graded in different you get different type of properties, and they're graded by letters, right? So you have an A property, a B property, C property, and then the D, basically the C's and the D's, like those are the ones that you definitely don't want to go near. The A properties are probably, you're looking at the luxury high end, so you're going to need tons of money. You're going to need a lot of investors to help you get that. But somewhere around the B, maybe a C, if you can figure out the numbers the right way and it's cash flowing pretty good. Those are probably the route to go if you're trying to get into multifamily properties. And don't be afraid to get good partners, right? Don't feel like you yourself have to do this all by yourself, right? Like, get some like-minded individuals, people that you can trust, and go in on an investment together. It's always great. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, Pink Lady Barber is saying, who is she talking to? Nate and Jess. Yes. Okay. So Pink Lady Barber is saying that's a cool strategy. I often purchase from the county auction. Now, when you're going to a county auction, obviously they break you down in segments. So you go to certain numbers, and that's basically where your line is. It's like your thought process again is going away. Your district, right? So they show all the district lines and whatever, and basically you go to the auction, you're looking at foreclosures pretty much, or something that has like a lien on it, and basically you just have to pay the taxes. And the only thing is, the tricky part is that sure, you pay the taxes, but if those people come back and they're like, here, I was able to pay the taxes, then you're kind of screwed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you're going to get your money back, but you were planning on turning this property into a investment property, whatever have you, and someone who was foreclosed on because they couldn't pay their property taxes or anything like that, they're able to somehow get that money back or get that money together and pay their taxes back. Then, guess what? They get to move back into their house. So that's the tricky thing about the auctions, right? I've been to enough auctions where, it's crazy, but you have to show up with cash. You have to show up with money. If you don't have any money, and you're not getting anything from those auctions, because people show up with envelopes of cash, and it's crazy. It is amazing. I saw one guy one time literally buy 5 properties, and he put out maybe well over 265,000, and he had cash. I'm talking stacks, right? And he was like, boop, boop, boop. I was like, dude, calm down. Let some people eat. You know what I'm saying? But hey, he was starving, I guess. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, I see you, pink lady. Let me hit, okay, let me see. You don't have to take the higher interest investment loans and less money down. Yeah, okay. Don't leave the money, points, perks, and miles on the table. Okay. Hurdy-gurdy. Okay, guys, so, let's see. I see I have 11 people in here, 18 likes. If you are in here and you're just watching, feel free to hit the like button, share it out, I'll probably be on here for about another 8 minutes or so, trying to get at least an hour and a half in tonight. Okay, nice. Pink lady saying I own the deeds to all of my tax auction houses. Awesome. Yeah, that's really good. Let's see. Anyone have any questions on here? Okay, so Mr. Chocolatazo saying when you get a fourplex, the other 3 units future income, you put that down as income to qualify for the property. Yep, 100%. Yes. Yep. That is true. Any more questions, guys? Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and change it to credit cards. So, as you guys know, I said I was going to apply for the World of Hyatt card, and I'm going to apply for the Schwab Investor card. That's 2 sign-up bonuses that I'll have to hit within a 3-month period. Not going to be difficult. So, yeah, but at the same time, I have other cards, annual fees that are coming up, and I know I'll most likely end up downgrading certain cards. It's not that I can't afford the annual fees. It's just that I don't feel like paying them anymore. Well, actually, I just don't want to pay them at all. So, yeah. Yeah. So what are your next cards you are going to get? Why do you want to get them? And, yeah, let me know. Okay, so yeah, it looks like I have, see, I knew I had an excellent connection. I don't know why the hell this thing was telling me all crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyone else have anything to say? If not, then I will go ahead and end the stream a little early. I was planning on staying here for another, it looks like another 7 minutes, 6 minutes or so. But yeah, let me know, guys. Oh, by the way, in case you don't know, I put it in the group chat, but the Southwest Business Performance Card, the sign-up bonus is 80,000 rapid rewards points right now. Okay. Now, if you apply after the 16th, and today is the 11th. So if you apply after the 16th, you will no longer be getting the 80,000 sign-up bonus. It is going away on the 15th. Well, it's going away on the 16th. So I'm not exactly sure if they're going to change it the morning of or the night of. I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah. Bowling. Okay, okay, okay. So, yeah. So, if you plan on applying for the Southwest Business Performance Card, make sure you guys do it by 11, no, 10/15. So October 15th, and you will be set on the 80,000 sign up bonus. Most people like to get the higher sign up bonuses for, Southwest because you can get not the priority pass, damn it, the companion pass, and you get the companion pass for 2 years. So also remember that once you qualify for the companion pass, you have to actually apply for it. So make sure you do that too, just in case you don't know. Okay. So I'm looking here at Nate and Jess is saying, looking at possibly the Marriott Bonvoy business card. Okay. If anyone needs a referral for the Southwest, let me know. LOL. Yeah, definitely. So, if you want to, Nate and Jess, I usually don't allow people to drop links. So I have the links blocked. So people, because a lot of people were trying to put like all these credit hacker things on my comment sections of my videos, and I got tired of individually like having to go in there and remove them. So basically I just blocked all links, and then I also removed the ability, like I put in keywords so where people can't comment certain comments without me seeing it first. So so shit. So if you want to go ahead and drop your link in one of my comments, I'll approve it and I'll make sure it goes through so you guys can get that. And if you end up getting the Marriott Bonvoy business card, I have a link for it. So again, if you want to apply for it, let me know and I'll send you guys the link. So I'd appreciate that as well. Yeah, definitely. Mr. Chocolatazo saying, post it in the WhatsApp. Yep, for sure. Yeah. So, man, I feel like we got a lot of participation today. And I mean, how did you guys, other than, YouTube messing me up and, whoever's running YouTube right now, like, whatever, the fortress that they have like all of their servers in, they need to get slapped for this one because it was a little jumpy or spotty here and there. So yeah. But yeah, so we have about maybe 2.5 more minutes, guys. So if you have any questions, get them in. I see I have 11 people in here. Could be less, could be more, I don't know. Let me know. Let's see. I'm going to try to see if I can pull up any old questions. Okay. Nope. Not seeing anything. Okay. All right, Nate and Jess, I appreciate it. If you do use it, I appreciate it. Yeah, guys. So again, any of the links in the description will support the channel. So it's at no extra cost to you. So if you do any shopping on Amazon, feel free to use the channel. It will help out. I'll get a small commission from the sale, but the thing is that it won't cost you anything extra. So just letting you guys know, anything in there, if you sign up on a referral code, anything like that, I'll get some bonus points for it. But, again, it's at no extra cost to you. And, yeah, okay. Yeah, Mr. Chocolate was saying very informative info, great to change the convo to build more than points. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the direction I definitely wanted to go in, because I always say in my videos, it's, credit cards and finance tips, right? But it seems, when I first started my channel, that a lot of my videos were getting traction on my credit card videos. So, obviously I just kept going with credit card videos. But now like I said, I'm going to do a house hacking series, and I'm also going to start informing people on real estate, how like certain loan types, whatever. Most people don't necessarily know about that stuff, right? Or what ends up happening is you get taken by you get taken by a real estate agent or even their broker, whatever it is, right? Because you're dealing with two brokers and you're dealing with two agents most times in a sale, right? It's very rare that you'll deal with one broker that has two agents that who works for the seller. Well, they both work for the seller. So no matter what, even though one agent is for the buyer, they both work for the seller. Just letting you guys know that tip. So yeah. So yeah. So let's see. Great show tonight. Keep up the great work, Mr. Flash. Janelle, I really appreciate it. Pink Lady Barber says Flashpoint was great. Thumbs up. I appreciate it. How to get it 800 credit. Awesome live stream tonight. Thank you so much, Lyndon. I appreciate it, man. Lyndon, by the way, if you can maybe send me an email or a message, anything like that, where because previously you asked me about participating in a six person collab live stream. I mean, if you're if you're still planning on doing that, I'm definitely up for being a part of that. So if you'd like to, just let me know a little bit more details. And I believe I told you it was preferably I'd prefer the weekends, and sometime in the evening, because I still work pretty early on the weekends, like early Sunday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday, and then I usually work pretty late. I push it sometimes to make to the Tech and Flash show. So yeah. David, he got back in here. Okay. Go Flash, go. Well, yeah, you know what? Flash is probably gonna go watch some Stars or some HBO. Oh, so I don't know if you guys are on HBO or anything like that, but you know what gets me going? I love the show Succession. I don't know if you guys like it, but I really love that show. It is awesome. So I'm on season 2, and the season finale is tomorrow. So I'm pretty upset about that, but yeah, that's just something that interests me. It's pretty cool. Anyways, so yeah, guys, with that being said, let me get this last comment in here. So Mr. Chocolate Thousand was saying, we are going to build from this great show. Hey, bro, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the kind words. And TEC, again, brother, I appreciate you for stopping by. And he's saying Amex King. But with that being said, guys, okay, so hold on. Yeah, Lyndon, so if you would like to go ahead and throw it in the WhatsApp, that's 100% fine. So just let me know. The details of the video. And yeah, guys, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, and I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thank you so much. And I see one more comment, but it hasn't came in yet. Okay, hit him up. Yep, listen to him. He's saying right there where to hit him up. So so yeah, guys, I appreciate it. And see you guys in the next live stream. And remember, credit is your life. I need one hand off because I got to end the stream. Peace.